Thanks for joining us. I'm Gabby Gonzalez. Multiple people are recovering at a hospital tonight. One of them, a 3-year-old, after a car plunged into a retention pond on the city's north side. Now firefighters are thanking bystanders for stepping in. Our Nick McGill joins us live now in the studio with the story.
That's right, Gabby. This all happened around 4:45 this afternoon. According to IFD, a man left his car in park near a retention pond at the Core River Bend Apartments. When he stepped outside of that car, authorities say a little girl inside, who they think is his 3-year-old daughter, somehow shifted the car's gears and reversed it into the water.
I see a car and it's like, is that a car? And it's like, OMG, it is a car. And I was like, Mom, there's a car.
And just like that, Christian Lovato and Norma Rueda say the car was in the water. Rueda says she had her son call 911 as she ran to help.
I just thought that I had to help the little girl. That was all that it went through my mind, honestly.
With the little girl inside the car, her father, despite not knowing how to swim, jumped in after her. With the help of some bystanders, the girl was able to be pulled to safety. And Rueda says she was standing right there.
She wasn't breathing that much. But when I turned her to the side, some of the water came out of her mouth.
While the girl was able to be pulled out of the water, IFD says the man they believe is her father didn't come out and may have stayed underwater for close to 20 minutes. So when rescue crews got there, those nearby told him he was still under.
Divers entered the water, and within a minute they had him out of the water.
And after attempts to revive him, Wright says rescue crews were able to get a pulse.
All of this, best chance at survival because everybody who was a witness to the incident stayed on scene and were able to give the information that they had at the time.
A best chance at survival. And though the road to recovery is uncertain, there wouldn't be that road without the help of bystanders.
Each little part of it makes a big difference in trying to get, these people to safety and recover.
Now, the little girl and the man are said to be in critical condition. The bystanders who jumped in and 2 firefighters were also taken to the hospital to be checked out for hypothermia. Now, Wright says they're expected to be okay. Gabby?
All right, Nick, thank you so much. A man is arrested in connection with a deadly shooting outside of a Meijer store. It happened last night in the parking lot of the store at 38th and West Pike Plaza. IMPD tells us 2 men were involved in some sort of fight in the parking lot there. Then a man in his 30s was shot and died at the scene. Police have yet to release a motive here or the names of the person who was arrested and the man who died. A murder suspect from Michigan could be heading to Indianapolis, and police say they need your help finding him. Take a good look at this photo of 40-year-old Antoine Taman's Tank Mims. Police say 2 men were shot in Benton Harbor, that's in southwestern Michigan. They later died at the hospital. By the way, there is a reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. Call police if you see this man. Well, as the majority of the snow is melting today, this is what yesterday's snowfall looked like from up in the air. A viewer took this picture on a flight from Detroit to Indy. It shows that sharp cutoff of where the band of snow really hit. But now guess what? Rain is expected to return. So let's check in with your Weather Authority meteorologist, Kristen McEnany, for the details.
Hey, Gabby, that picture was so amazing. It really just shows that fine divide there. We had very little snow off to our north and then just over that line, none. And then we had areas that had over a foot of snow. Now, luckily, all we've been doing today is recovering from the snow. We've been melting that snow away. We haven't quite got rid of all of it yet, but things did calm down. We were looking at a very calm, quiet live Guardian radar. That's still the case, and we still have some pretty clear skies. Clouds are moving in. We are looking for some more rain showers, but at least we have through tonight. Things do change this week, but we did make some good work of this snow here today. Not quite all of it gone, but Fishers, Conner Prairie didn't have quite as much, especially on the south and west side of Indianapolis. But just take a look at this as we got into the afternoon. Almost got all of it gone, but there's still a little bit out there. We'll finish that off tomorrow. Today, high temperatures, we got into the mid 40s. The 17 out of the last 19 days have been below normal. It's been a very chilly March. Temperatures right now at 39 degrees, and we are looking for some potential for slick conditions as we head into the overnight hours. Some refreezing possible and some rain showers and thunderstorms. I'll let you know when they arrive coming up.
All right, Krista, thanks. A Fox 59 update now. A downtown Indy restaurant owner is home after being brutally attacked by a customer. Grant Redmond is recovering from emergency brain surgery. Police say he was knocked unconscious after Maurice Dunlap, attacked him last week outside of Acapulco Joe's. They say Redmond followed Dunlap outside the business after that man tried to dine and dash. Dunlap was later arrested and is in jail facing a number of charges. In tonight's Indy's Unsolved, Metro Police are still searching for the suspect in an East Side murder from earlier this month. That's even after the victim's mom says she watched the murder and knows the gunman's name. Russ McQuaid has that mother's story and asks whether the victim should even have been out on the streets that day.
Earl Whitney was 36, the father of 4, and in and out of trouble his whole adult life.
He was always out there in them streets not doing right.
On the night of March 8th, Whitney was shot to death inside his mother's house on North Tacoma Avenue. Linda Butler says that night Whitney had tried to roust his buddy out of a drug stupor.
He got up and tapped him on the leg just like this. He said, "Come on, cuz, it's me, cuz." And then prior to doing that, he eased up like this with something out his pocket. And then when I seen it, it was a gun. And he shot him. Then he sat there for a few minutes and then he shot him again. And that's when I said, so, you shot my son. And then he got up and ran out.
Whitney's alleged killer, a boyhood friend, has been on the run ever since. Whitney wasn't really violent. He just liked to do drugs and drive and pull minor crimes. He caught 2 cases last year, violated his probation, and was committed to community corrections work release and GPS monitoring a week before he was murdered. And 2 days before he died, community corrections violated him again.
He ended up out, and then he's supposed to have been going to work release. He wasn't even supposed to be on the street prior to all this happening. He's supposed to have been in work release. See what I'm saying?
Linda says losing her son that way was bad enough, but to have it happen in her own house?
I can understand it better if he was outside or somewhere else. But to murder my son right in front of me, come on. No, I want justice for my son.
Butler says the family of her son's killer was at Whitney's funeral Friday. She thinks they know where the shooter is. Russ McQuaid, Fox 59 News.
And if you know the whereabouts of Earl Whitney's killer, call Crime Stoppers. That number is 262-TIPS. Well, new at 10, Stormy Daniels breaking her silence tonight on 60 Minutes about what she calls an affair with President Donald Trump. The alleged affair occurring 12 years ago, just months after Melania had given birth to son Barron. President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, paying Daniels $130,000 of his own money in exchange for her silence. Daniels saying she feared legal repercussions if she didn't sign a confidentiality deal just days before the 2016 election.
As a matter of fact, the exact sentence used was, "They can make your life hell in many different ways."
Did you want to have sex with him?
No, but I didn't say no. I'm not a victim. I'm not.
Tonight, a former official with the Federal Election Commission says the $130,000 payment could be a problem with campaign finance laws. Tonight, murder charges can now be filed in Indiana when prosecuting crimes that kill unborn babies. This weekend, Governor Eric Holcomb signed a bill allowing prosecutors to seek charges of murder, voluntary or involuntary manslaughter, and feticide for those crimes. Women seeking abortions and doctors who perform them cannot be prosecuted under this new law. President Trump's signing of the fiscal year 2018 budget last week may be good news for Indigo's Red and Purple Line project.